What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today we're going to be talking about the accelerate types and the running styles. So first, let's focus on the accelerate type. Now, guys, this only matters if you're on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series S or X. Now, guys, accelerate types are unique ways for your pro to pretty much accelerate. Now, I do want to mention, guys, that both accelerate types, explosive and lengthy, according to the EA developer, they usually kick in 2 or 3 seconds when you start your run, except for the explosive. The explosive starts right away because that's the short distance. So just keep that in mind. We're going to start off with lengthy, guys. Lengthy, according to EA, means on the long distance, your pro is going to run faster. So when you start off your run, your pro is not going to run that fast, but then in the longer distance, it's going to, kick in. Now, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys some examples of a lengthy. So the first one is the lengthy striker, guys. So for this example you guys are going to see, I was using the target. And remember, guys, to be considered quote-unquote lengthy, you need your, let me make the face cam, you need your strength compared to your agility to be 4 or more. That is the requirement you guys can see on the screen. The requirement you need in order to get lengthy. If you're you got to be at least 6'1" or 183 centimeters or taller. If you're a female, you got to be around 5'5" or 164 centimeters. So, for example, on this build that we're using, we have more than 4 strength. Our strength compared to agility is 4 or more. Our height is way beyond that. So now, guys, this clip right here, I'm using the target build, and you guys can see, where we're starting our run from. And once we are a couple seconds in, I don't know if you guys can notice how much faster our pro is running on that long distance. So this is very good for those longer distance runs, guys. So when you're starting your runs, just much further from the goal, that's a great example like you guys saw in that clip. On this clip right here that I'm going to show you guys, this is kind of similar. We're starting our run a little bit, further out, way further out. So it's pretty good for strikers, especially when you're going to be doing a lot of runs. But if you have a teammate that, can feed you the ball when you're not that far away from the box, then you can get away with the other one, which is explosive. Now, this other example is for lengthy. This is for defenders. Defenders is always good to have lengthy, guys, because if you ever get beat, on pace, then the long distance run, you should be able to easily catch up to your opponent. In this example, you guys can see here, we were able to catch up to our opponent because of that long distance. Now, the developer said that most of these, or they get activated when you're like in a straightish line. You don't have to be exactly on a straight line. Like in that example that I showed you, I wasn't in a straight line. I was kind of like, coming in from an angle. But yeah, you'll really notice it if you're like in a straight line. Now, guys, the next one is explosive. Now, explosive, according to EA, is players that are quick from the start. Like wingers. Pretty much, yeah, wingers are a good example. Or if you're playing a little bit smaller as a striker. So that means in the short distance, your pro is going to just be super explosive. That's the whole point of it. And then to order to be considered explosive, you need your agility to be 10 or more compared to your strength. So we're looking at the finisher here. You guys can see my agility is 90, and then the strength is 80. So the agility is 10 more than my strength. And then when it comes to height, you want to be about 6 foot or less. And then if you're a female, you want to be about 5'4" or less. If you're a male, 182 centimeters or less. If you're using a female build, 162 centimeters or less. So that means, guys, in the short distance, your pro will be really fast. So this example that I'm going to show you guys, I was using the Spark. Actually, no, yeah, I was using the Spark. And you guys can see that burst. And something good about that Spark is, since it was explosive, But since you also have the quick step plus and the rapid plus, it makes the build feel even faster on the short distance. So the spark is a perfect example for that. The next one, I think we were using the target, not the target, I'm sorry. We were using the finisher, I believe. No, we were using the spark as well. But guys, so you can pretty much, I think the most recent striker build, the finisher that we dropped, it was an explosive one. So that means in the short distance, you know, you're going to be really, really quick. So guys, when it comes to which one should you go with, it all comes down to you guys. It all comes down to how you play. I asked the EA dev which one's better, and he pretty much said it just depends. If you're someone that's going to be sprinting for long periods of time, then lengthy is the way to go. If you're just someone that just bursts, that you like to do like fast bursts right from the get-go, then explosive is the one to go. So if you're playing defender, you always want to be lengthy, guys. If you're playing as a defender, you always want to be lengthy. Even as a CDM, you also want to be lengthy too, because if you ever get beat, those long distance, when you're tracking back, you can easily catch up to it. So if you're playing as an attacker, winger, or cam, you want to be explosive. You want to be fast from the get-go. But also, being lengthy as a striker isn't bad either, guys. So again, when you're playing striker, if you want to go with explosive or lengthy, it's going to come down to what you prefer the most, to be honest, guys. So yeah, hopefully those examples, kind of help you guys out a little bit. Now, the next thing I do want to talk about, guys, is the running styles. Over the course of a few years, there's always been videos on it. I think I've made videos on running styles before as well. And, some people say that they actually affect the way your pro runs with the ball and dribble. There's even TikToks of people saying specific running styles help you dribble better. I think that's all placebo, guys. According to the EA developer, he says running styles are just cosmetics. They don't affect like a stat or nothing like that. It's just a visual thing, guys. So for all of my archetypes, I use the same run, the medalist. I never change it. There is certain running styles that replicate real life players, like the Norse is the Holland running style. The Turtle is the Mbappe running style. I think the Captain is a Ronaldo running style, I'm pretty sure. So, guys, honestly, running styles, however you want to take it, guys. Some people say it doesn't matter, others no. I know people that play with default. I know people that use the default running style, and they play just fine. So, yeah, guys, it's all up to you what you want to believe when it comes to regarding running styles. So, I just wanted to throw that out there into this video because they kind of tie in a little bit. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if, you guys still got some questions that I didn't answer properly. But other than that, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.